Okay, what's up, everyone? It's day 433 of the journey, and I'm not really warmed up, but we're just going to jump right into it because I won't be able to play a whole lot tonight, and I don't have crazy high expectations. But hey, at least over the board chess has been going pretty good. So, all right, here we go. I'm just gonna toss some music on for myself. And we're going to get started here. Okay. There we go. We are at 1910. Got a 1917 from Canada is our opponent with e4 on the board. Okay. Here we go. Try not to get flagged. Yeah, he goes for this line. Not my favorite line, but at least I do know how to play against it. Like, it would just surprise me if white is so familiar with this line. Like, okay, they're having to think right now. Here I can still go... I think I can actually go knight here. Let's go queen c2 first. Sorry, queen c7. They can't ever really take, because this is always hanging. And they can even go knight c6. Knight c6, because if they take, same thing. It doesn't come with the check, but... And then bishop g4... will force the bishop either back or maybe they play h3. Okay. They really want to trade, but I don't. In fact, what if I just went here? Where's their knight going? Is it going to jump in? That would be a free pawn for me. Let's attack the knight while we have a chance here. And then if they go bishop h6, honestly, I could even just like take, and white would be in trouble. I think after I long castle, that could be sort of dangerous. Or I just castle, takes. I mean, the knight's not pinned, so he either has to move somewhere, but if he goes here, he loses a pawn. Or I don't know. Castling long is somewhat tempting here. Okay, so now if takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight, not quite. I'd have to castle long. I don't know if I want to do that. What if I just went rook d8? Rook d8, maybe d5. Takes, so rook d8, d5, takes, knight here, threatening that. Let's try it. It is freezing cold where in our place right now in the bedroom to get this heater fixed because like I'm so cold. It's so cold. All right, well, this is good. It made my opponent think a little bit. I suppose he's thinking about going d5. Oh, or there's that. That's what? That sounds weird. That looks weird. Queen takes. You can't take here. What's the idea? Takes. I'm threatening to grab the knight. He wants to hit me with knight here, but that would be a blunder. I'm not going to think too long about this. I don't see why I wouldn't just grab with the queen. You go here, I take, and it's a free knight. And if you don't do anything, then I'm going to grab on f3 and double the pawns. And then I'll still be able to castle and have a nice position. That was an interesting choice there. Not sure. Not sure about that. I don't understand it. Boy, oh boy, guys! I swear, like my FIDE rating is eventually just gonna catch up to my online rating. It shouldn't be like that, but the time factor really is so important. I mean, really? But like takes. You can't even do that though. This is kind of a no-brainer, I think. Yeah. This is a free pawn for me. Can't take because I'm going to take your queen. I mean, yes, the queen's protected, sort of, but I just probably want a castle and then start trading and open things up because my bishop is way. That's some crazy pressure for my bishop. This one is just okay. Yeah, maybe they still can't take, so I could just go b6. I really like the idea of shutting down the b file. They can't take. I don't know why I wouldn't. They can push. But then I'll just castle, maybe play for. Let's just go ahead and shut that down. Wow, okay. Part of me is tempted to just start taking. Because let's see, takes. Pawn take. Maybe a castle first. They're going to try doing this. But what if I went check and then takes? Check, king moves somewhere. Takes. Takes. Check. Takes. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Rook take. No, wait, that does not work. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 1, 2, 3. So that doesn't work. If I go here, he's likely going to push. But then I can go maybe check and then take. What if I did that? It's kind of e5. No doubt he's going to go d5. Check. Pick up the pawn. That looks fine to me. Looks tricky. Hope I'm not blundering something here, but I don't think I am. Okie dokie. If a castles takes, he still can't grab here. Here, takes, any trades are pretty much good for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna castle. Still, the pawn is pinned, and this should be... Okay, let's pick up the pawn then. Let's go check. Just so that they have no counterplay here on the queen side. That's another pawn for me. And then maybe just like rook d6, double the rooks up, try to take on d5. Look at that, I'm actually up on time. Holy smokes. I should try to use it. Takes, if it goes rook here, I'll just probably go all the way back. That should be fine. There's no threats from the queen. Is there anything better? I don't think so. Yeah, now we'll go... what if check? And double up. Okay, I'll give a check. They're playing really fast, which makes sense. They know they're losing, so they're going to try to just play fast and tricky, I suppose. I'm going to try to just double up and then trade everything off. I don't really see, I guess he'd have to... Yeah, I don't see how white defends this pawn. I can always give another check on g4 if I need to. And then I plan on bringing the queen here. If he goes after the pawn on e5, which is probably what he's going to do, I'll just swing the queen back because I'm both attacking just like that. Although takes, I wish I could force trades here. Here, there, forces more trades. I mean, technically I can just take here. It's still defending the pawn. Do I want to do that? Takes, maybe goes here. Or I could go like queen here and encourage a queen trade. I don't really know where his queen goes if not. In fact, isn't that pretty forcing? Am I blundering? You can't go here. Can't go here. Wow. All right. That does not work. There's no way this works. Takes, pawn takes. Here, rook there. Maybe it does. Takes, pawn takes. Takes, pawn takes. Here, there, check. Or what do I want? Check. He moves the king somewhere. Takes with check. Rook takes. And then rook takes, pawn takes. Here, there. That's interesting. I'm not sure if that's necessary. But it gets more pieces off the board. Takes. Pawn takes. Then I can go maybe check. King moves over, takes with check, rook takes here, and then this doesn't do anything, I just take. Let's try that. It's a little desperado or in between move. Because then it's like one rook, like one pair of rooks, and it's pretty much just game over at that point. If my king, I was thinking my king was on the back rank. Although, maybe I don't even need to do that. Maybe I can just go check. Yeah, what am I doing? I don't need to sack my queen. I can just... There's no point to do that. Yeah, I'm crazy. What was I thinking? I can just go here. There is no rook d8. I just take. What's up, John Doe? What's up, Theodore? My day's been all right. Been pretty good. How about you guys? It'd be great if all of our opponents were about that level, because it's basically like as long as you don't blunder, those are pretty easy wins, and as long as I don't get into too much time pressure. Okie dokie. That was a really clean game, though. I got 93.7% accuracy. Most of this, though, up until now, it's all theory, so I knew that these were at least good, if not top engine moves. It looks like it does want knight c6 first. Bishop g4, okay, could have taken rook d8. Yeah, this was already like white's losing very clearly. That's just a free pawn, and the king side's totally blasted open. And this just nasty pin on the queen, like they can't do anything in the center. And then last ditch effort was the queen e7, but I just won a blitz game with 92% accuracy, feeling pretty good. That is pretty damn good for a blitz game. How's it going, Nezo? 1 sec, guys, gotta respond. All right. All right. All right. I got a planned dinner. I'm cooking dinner tonight. Alrighty. We'll go again. What's up, Snipe? Sorry, buddy. I'm not playing viewers today. Okay. He is apparently not playing anyone. All right. One thing that I'm glad about is I just went over my D5 openings, and I feel a little bit better about it. So yeah. That's all. That's all I have to say. We'll just play like H3 right away here. I mean, here. Nah, you know what? I just made a video on that early knight H5, so okay. So we'll see. If they want to go for that, they can. And they're likely to maybe get into some trouble if they do. All right, this is interesting. Very aggressive. Now I can go knight d2 or just bishop e7. Bishop e7, I want to play that anyways. Let's go ahead and get my knight out first. Knights before bishops, guys. And then let's, h3 is almost always a good move, but I also want to create loot for my own bishop. Killing two birds with one stone. Great. Although, okay, so queen takes, you know, protects the e4 square. If knight takes, he maybe jumps his knight in. I don't know if I really care too much about that. Let's see what happens with queen takes. Wow, they essentially pre-moved that. I might, in this case, decide to go bishop b5. Move my queen. What do I do here? Actually, they played d5, so I can go bishop d3 too. Here. There. Let's try it. Let's go bishop b5. Who is my favorite player? Depends on like the criteria. I don't really know a lot of grandmasters in terms of their style of play. All right, we're playing a little bit slow here, so I'm gonna speed up. I don't know. Like, of course, some of the old classics like Tal, some of his games are incredible. Magnus is unbelievable as well. Okay, now do I just go back? I'm giving him b5, but I think I'll just drop back. The king, I mean, the bishop's no longer pinning anything. Since there's no, this is a d5 Grunfeld setup, I think the bishop is okay on d3, adding some more protection, and then I'll go rook a1, rook e1. Okay, my queen's a bit awkward though. That's for sure. I could play a4 too. Stop b5. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's play a4, and then at some point I need to swap the rook and the knight and the queen. That was kind of silly. Yeah, my opponent's playing very fast though, so I'm just gonna try to keep up on time, but I sense that they might make a mistake here at some point. I was playing Scandinavian is Black, and I have a whole study of it, but there's this one line which e4, d5, e takes, knight f3, d4, and I get confused on what to do. Oh yeah, the Portuguese variation. Sharma, I'll show you after this game what I play. That's actually, by the way, my favorite line with the Scandinavian. Just remind me. All right. Yeah, I don't think anything special here. Just drop the bishop back. Like I said, my knight wants to get on e5, I think. But this does give him, he gets to play e5. That's not fun, is it? Oh, geez. Takes. I don't see another way around this. That's a bummer. I'm not supposed to let that happen. If knight takes, maybe I will just give up the bishop, and then bishop takes, so that I don't lose my Like, do I want to keep the dark square bishop or the light square bishop? That's kind of the question. My light square bishop is no doubt worse here, but I just don't really like the idea of like, oh, okay, well, I don't need to do anything there. He can take. Here he gets free development, but then this is kind of loose. Let's just develop. Take my bishop if you want to. I thought knight takes e5 was better. I want to take my opponent into a deep dark forest, and way out is only wide for one. It's only wide for one. Oh, I understand. Yeah. The deep dark forest. I guess that's what I try to do as well. Take him into a deep dark forest. Yeah, so I see this comes with tempo, but also he's going to have to go back to defend. Let's go here because the king defends f2. And then, boy, oh boy, my knight really needs to try to get in there, I think. Maybe I end up rerouting my bishop. Because this is, I mean, now we're basically playing against an isolated queen's pawn. So my... that's a good move. Dang it. I hadn't considered that. Is there anything that I have? And like here, no, I think I have to take that. That sucks. Or I don't. Or I go here, takes, rook takes. How about that? Let's try that. Oh, it's a tall quote. Okay. All right, we're doing all right on time. Yeah, I'll try to catch up on the clock, but I am a little bit worried that my position is slightly worse here. Not entirely sure, but knight there is probably a good move. No, knight there doesn't work. It's pinned. Hey, maybe like rook c1. That looks decent. Rook c1, bishop e4. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Although, hold on. He does have this move. And takes. No, that would be a blunder. So this looks like a pretty easy objective. I'm just going to put all my pressure on that pinned knight. Hopefully win a pawn. Could even try for b4, b5. Okay, here would hang the knight, so let's not do that. This move looks kind of attractive because we're threatening. That move actually looks really attractive. Everything's defended. Oh, hold on, guys. Takes still, though. Rook takes. Bishop takes. That's not worth it. 2 pawns for a piece. Something to keep an eye out, though, for. I think I'm going to go rook here. Or sorry, knight here, yeah. Knight here, I just don't. I think takes. Oh, hang on a sec. Here, takes with check. Pawn takes. That doesn't look great, does it? I think I might have messed up. Unless I go here. Check. He doesn't have to take, though. That's the issue. Okay, I think I blundered. 95, and I'm losing a piece, maybe. Or 95, I go here, yeah. Here. Yeah, because then if, like, rook takes, I'm better here. And if rook takes, okay. Here? No, that doesn't work. This doesn't work. Damn it. Okay, this is rough. And here, knight there. So I'd have to go all the way back. But then this does work. Takes with check. Takes. We are threatening a fork. Okay, hold on a sec. Takes, knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes. I can't play, I wouldn't be able to play g4. Gosh. Here. All right, I don't see a better move, so I'm not going to burn my entire clock on that. Takes. Awesome. But that doesn't really... No, that would be a blunder too. Kind of a tricky position. Yeah, I've seen that quote. They have that tall quote on chess.com. Clever. There's one funny one I saw on chess.com that was like in 19 whatever, I don't know, Russian international master did a simultaneous exhibition against 30 schoolboys and he lost every single game. It was so funny. Okay. All right. Yeah, but I can just go here. I'm not going to let your queen stay there. And, I mean, this works, doesn't it? If he wants to block with the rook, I think I'm fine. Then I can take, queen takes, and we're out of trouble. I can bring the bishop back. Yeah, I can take on b7 at the end of the line, but I'm just making sure I don't lose a piece. And now we're getting close to a blitz game. We're getting down to 3 minutes, so I'm going to have to start speeding up. Queen can't come out to any of these squares. Could come out here. Interesting. Okay, so it takes. If takes and I take that, I don't think this works. Because here takes, knight takes. Yeah. Or maybe, no, black is better, unfortunately. Jeez Louise, that is kind of a bummer. Let's check here. I have no moves. Like, he's threatening. This knight is actually extraordinarily annoying. It's really annoying. Takes doesn't work, but... Well, I definitely botched this. I'm going to try to play fast. And now, I don't know, I feel like I should... This is terrible. Yeah, I might as well resign. Wow, how did this go so bad? I was winning, I think. I was slightly better at some point here. Like, this was better for white, for sure. This has to be. Yeah, this was bad. I messed up here somewhere. I'm gonna resign. What's up, banker? What happened? What on earth happened here? I should have taken more time just to find the winning move here. Okay, so it looks like it was actually pretty even. And then I must have blundered. Here I should have taken, according to the computer. That makes some sense. Takes. Bishop f1. Really? Just doesn't believe in this at all? Okay. What? Seriously? I can't even go like this? Because this was... Really? Knight f4? Like, what the hell's going on here? How does this not work? Yeah, knight e4 was just a mistake. That was a bad move. I have way too many undefended pieces. This did not work. All I needed to see was knight b4, and he has this, and knight takes f3 comes with check. Yeah, that was my fault. I didn't calculate enough there. I needed to take the time to calculate. Okay, Sharma, you were asking about the Scandinavian defense, the Portuguese variation. So you're saying, I think e4, d5 takes, knight f6, d4. This is like, I think, considered one of the better moves to play. I guess there's like many viable lines, but I recommend, this is what I play, is the Portuguese variation. It's really aggressive, and if white doesn't know what they're doing, they can get into trouble really quickly. So the best variation, you know what, actually there's a video on this from Remote Chess Academy. Hold on. Let me find it.
You can play your bishop there.
Okay. Here is a link for the video. This is where I learned a lot of my Scandinavian lines. This guy's great. And yeah, basically the deadliest line, I think, is when they play f3. You drop the bishop back and they go c4. I recommend this line. It's really fun and really dangerous. Because why is it dangerous? Because white probably thinks like that they're winning. They're like, what is going on? But they're not. Black is winning here. And so it's really fun because your opponents might fall into some traps here. And if they don't go f3, then still like knight here, there's tons of good lines. It's fun though. Okay, let's not blunder. Let's calculate when we need to calculate and take the time, because that was kind of silly. Here we go. Maybe you guys hear the church in the back. Ah, we get King's Indian. Very lovely. I love it. I don't know, like so far, maybe I'll change openings, like the lines at one point, but this like c4 has yet to fail me as long as I... Queen b6. Okay, now I could think just go queen b3. That looks decent for me. Could also just go queen c2. Queen c2, but bishop f5. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think I get into too much trouble with that pawn structure. And now I might still go bishop here, there, takes. I gotta be careful. Probably just bishop b2 then. I don't want to get hit with like an e5 and then a e4, which if he goes knight h5 and attacks the bishop, it could be possible. All right, now he wants to go e5 very clearly. So let's see, castles, e5. I don't think dropping the bishop back really works. Here, there. I could castle long. That's somewhat interesting. I could also go knight b5 right now. Knight b5 here. Takes. Like, how do you respond to this, actually? Here, e5. Takes. Yeah, I'm going to go knight b5. I think that this works. Like, you have to do something, otherwise I'm forking your rooks. And honestly, I don't see how you can move your rook over, but I can still go knight c7. Rook's got to move somewhere, can't attack the knight. Then e5 doesn't really work, so I think this is definitely the right way to go. I would, let's see. I don't know the Danish gambit as much. I know the King's gambit a little bit more, but I'm going to have to decline just because I'm trying to get to the 2000 and I'm not familiar enough. If I play a King's Gambit right now, I'm just not, I haven't gone over that in a little while. Pawn takes, bishop drops back. Pawn takes. Yeah, or I just go here, takes, and like, how do you even go after my knight? It's just a takes, knight takes, knight there. Yeah, I think that this knight survives, so it's a bishop for a rook, and I will take that. Here, takes. Okay, let's do it. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I should have just gone, well, I don't know. Knight takes d6 better. Knight takes d6, like here. Maybe not. But that would be a free pawn as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, this for sure has to be good for me. This is just the best of both worlds. Now we can trade everything. I'm up in exchange, so I'm just going to trade everything. Pawn takes, cannot take back, but that's okay. This X-ray on the rook is pretty dangerous, so I might just go back to g3. And long castle. I mean, if he pushes here, yes, he's attacking b2 in the... Okay. Yes, what if I just long castle? I think I can get away with that. Yeah, I'm going to long castle. Now the king defends b2. I activate my rook, putting some pressure on d7. Knight there. Scoot the king up, I suppose. And then e5 is going to be weak. Do you think you should switch your opening as white? Just asking. No. Not yet. I'd have to take a look at what my winning chances are right now at the London, but my London is still pretty good. Like, I know it really well. I definitely know it better than I know the King's Gambit and other openings. And then more importantly... This is interesting. What if I take, bishop takes, rook here? That's probably not worth it, is it? So what if I go knight here? Like here, if they're there, if they're there. Give me one sec, guys. Part of me wants to play this move, though. But he wants to move his knight, and then the bishop's covering that square. So, okay, but here, knight there, rook here. That looks pretty damn deadly. I'd have to go first here, here, here. Here, if here. All right, let's do it. I don't think I get into too much trouble. Now, after everything is said and done, my pieces will be completely active. I got my rooks on the open and semi-open files. But anyways, more importantly, I play the London system because, you know, there's only like, it's only maybe like 8, 9 at most different ways you can respond to the London, to d4, and I know all of them. As an e4 player, I'm not saying it's better or worse, this is just my preference. As an e4 player, if you play e4, there are so many, like, unbelievable amount of possibilities black can respond to you, and you need to hopefully know those openings better than your opponent, and that's why I play it, because when I play a London system, I'm almost always in my comfort zone. I almost always know the openings slightly better than my opponent, just because I'm also, study a lot of openings. Not always. I'm not always better, but whereas if I play e4 or anything else, like number one, I'd be starting kind of from, not from scratch because I have played e4 before, but I'd be starting at a bit of a disadvantage. So, all right, let's drop the bishop back, open up the rook. All right, I suppose I could go bishop here, but bishop there. Yeah, actually that looks good here, and then that's not possible. All right, let's not lose on time. Although this is kind of annoying here. There, bishop there. What if I started? I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, I'm definitely winning. I just need to basically not blunder. This doesn't work. If he goes, I'm expecting knight c5. I'll just drop back, I guess, because then, like, you can't push e4. You're going to need to do something to defend e4, and I'm going to take it like really soon here, and then my rooks will be opened up. Here, okay, knight here, bishop's there. Bishop f5 also isn't possible, which I really like. I suppose he could. No, bishop f5 isn't possible. I don't like the idea of the bishop becoming really active, so I don't think that it's going to. Yeah, because now I almost want to go like... Man, there's some lingering tactics soon here, but not just yet. Here, here. What if I just went b4? Completely constrict the knights. Does this work? Let's try it. I don't see why I wouldn't. b4, I'm assuming he'll go maybe b5. And then, like, could go c5. I could just take it. All right, I really want to go after this e5 pawn soon. I think I'm going to start with bishop e4 now. And then, like, maybe bishop here. I'm happy if you take me. I just want to activate my pieces. And yeah, this knight is very loose. Like, the bishop's trapped. Oh, I got to be a little bit careful now. Check. The king could go back here, which is a bit of an issue. He is really threatening to take my bishop, actually. Any tactics? Gosh, come on, I can't lose this. Dude, really? What's the move here? Come on. Oh, of course, I'm stupid. Bishop here. That was dumb. It took me that long to see the only square the bishop stays alive. And I'm also trying to encourage trades. The knight can't jump forwards anywhere other than here. If he goes there, I'm going to pin him and then take. And like very soon here, I'm going to be grabbing this knight. And if there's any tactics with like takes, you know. Okay, he cannot take the bishop because it's pinned. I get a trade. I have a question. Can you guess my ELA rating? 1600. Don't you think you should switch your opening as white? No, I don't. I don't think I should. Eventually I should to learn more openings, but there's also something to be said. There's a lot of people, my chess coach including, who says like, you need to take the time to master an opening. And if you've only played an opening for like a few months, don't think that you've mastered it. You still have a lot to learn. But yeah, after a while, it is, of course, a little bit boring. Okay. I have check. That's kind of sort of fun looking. Check. King's force like here. Check. Check there. Here. Maybe rook there. I don't know. Let's do it. We get to jump the knight forward, so how bad can this really be? Just make sure I don't blunder like a whole piece, and then we should be fine. The king can't attack my bishop, so I'm guessing here, and then like... Here, he can't attack my my knight, and then I'm gonna probably go c5. Knight still can't jump really anywhere. Bishop there looks decent. If he goes here, then I go there, and I'm threatening a fork as well. I am so close to just sacking the rook. I wish I could do this, but the bishop defending e5. Okay, what if I go here now? Bishop there. Is he going to push here? He pushes, I take. If he doesn't, like... Here, but then he takes. Okay, let's start with this then. That looks really good because the pawn is pinned. This should force some more trades. I'm going to take with the bishop, I think. Because if you don't take, like, I'm going to have a discovered attack. Takes with check. Or I could take this way, I suppose. Trying to be conscientious of my time. All right, yeah, this is looking good. That's a free bishop, almost. Let's see here. Check. He goes here. I'm gonna go. Where am I gonna go? Okay, let's not flag, so just play it safe. Probably take. Check. King here, check. There's probably no checkmates, but I'll probably rely on trying to push that pawn. Okay. Let's go here. Just gotta not flag. He takes, I'll take. More importantly, I want to go c6. c6, rook goes there, I push again. And that pawn should just be going all the way. Touchdown. Okay, my king is on a dark square. That's good. I need to be careful of like any forks. So there's no forks. If I put the rook on a light square or something, there's no like check. I'll just push. He can't go here. He's just boxed his king in completely. Maybe here and here. Probably gonna go rook. No, bishop there doesn't work. So yeah, I don't really see a way out here for black. This all looks pretty forcing. Bishop's there, I guess, is the idea. All right, now I will probably sack the rook, given the choice. Should probably be a little bit careful, though. Or I'll end up sacking for like a pawn, unfortunately. These pawns are... I probably should bring my king over here. That'd be a good idea. Hey. Lend some support. Oh, yeah, hold on. Takes. That should be fine. Yeah. I hope I'm not wrong here, but I think so. Yeah, I'll just stick my king in front of the pawn and we're good to go. Whoops. Don't blunder that. By the way, I guess I'll share this because like it's really it's pretty basic, but you know, some people don't know this. I maybe knew this, but I didn't think about this. But like if you guys ever have to pre-move a checkmate with the queen and rook, let's say you're down like to like a matter of seconds, like 1 second. You know, the king's on this side. All you need to do is bring the queen on the other side of your rook so that you will never, you know, because if you did the other way, let's say I went like, I don't know. Well, let's imagine I was going to ladder mate like this. It'd be really stupid, right? But I go queen here, you can take it. But if you go here, now there's just literally no way for him to, you know, I can just pre-move, check. So you put the queen behind the rook and then the king can never get over. The queen protects the rook and you can pre-move a checkmate. It's a nice little tip. Okay. Yeah, this is a King's Indian d5 sort of Grunfeld setup. Queen b6, sorry, queen b3 didn't really work. What was the best move here? Queen d2, okay. That makes some sense, I suppose. Then we don't have to worry about bishop f5. What if bishop f5, by the way? Rook c1. Whoa, okay. Yeah, oh. Bishop e3 is what it wants, because the fork is still hanging. If takes, then bishop takes. You move the knight, we trade bishops. The fork's still there. I don't see what's so bad about this move, though. Knight c7, e takes. Knight takes. a6. How does this not working? I mean, I'm about an exchange. I don't get this. Here, rook e7. Like, can't I literally just go here? How bad can this be? Guess it's just okay, but looks fine to me. Anyways, yeah, this was nice. It was pretty easy. More or less pretty easy win because the bishop just never got developed. Had to stay there defending the knight. He kept the knight there, and then it's just basically forcing trades, trading down. Alrighty, what time is it? All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it for now. I need to cook some dinner, and then very possible that I hop back on later, continue the stream, continue playing, because I actually feel like we could make some progress tonight. I feel like feel pretty strong. So we get a little bit of rating. I mean, it was 2 wins and a loss, so can't complain there. And if you guys are watching right now, I have officially started the Journey to 2000 FIDE series. You can check out my YouTube, but I'll also be posting my progress on that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back on most likely later. If not, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you guys for all